Hey guys, alot here. Welcome back to another Watch Your Realms video. So we're back with our Gear Dungeon 2 Stage 13 guide. We just got this stage added with the patch update today. And these stages are same, I think, in the placement side of things. But it comes with a new skill called Bloodtaint, where whenever any unit dies or retreats, it will leave a corrupted tile on the ground and last for 80 seconds. And no, you're not able to out-heal this, and even Cornelian will not be able to keep up with this. So what it's basically telling you is that no your heroes can die, and no heroes can retreat as well, because we already have limited tiles available for this. And the very big issue with this as well is the fact that the effect also applies to other units that are not just other units, but the mobs as well. So if the mobs die, they leave the contamination on the ground as well. And that's why we have to structure the team in a very certain manner, such that our fighters don't step in Bloodtaint, and also, we don't have too much units swarming a certain tech. Because if, let's say, they die on where the tank is, then they will leave the contamination effect on that very particular tile. So if we look at the recommended lineups here, you will pretty much only see one team. There are some slight differences, but I'll explain why they don't really matter, because the units that are different essentially do the same thing. And before I jump into the lineup specifics, I just want to give a shout out to Destin. He was the first one who cleared this on the 5x server. So on 6x, we only have 3 guys now, but I'm pretty sure we have more on 5x. So if you're interested in his original run, check out the video in the description below, and let's get into the lineup. So every single one of these units are here for a very specific reason. Twin Fin and Sokedins don't really matter, because if you can see from the run, this guy doesn't even have his Twin Fin geared. This one doesn't have right side gear, and the reason is simple. You don't need them to do anything. They are just there for the lot bonus. And then the other variance is that this guy has Lady Alex. In my opinion, Silas is much more easier to use than Lady Alex, because Lady Alex has her Mark of Amenity, and that can proc to the magic clone sometimes, which doesn't allow your Finis to kill the magic clones in time. So Silas is the better pick here, but if, let's say, your Silas is unbonded, then in for a tough ride. And yeah, other than that, the rest of the team, you'll understand why we picked them once we get into the map, because with this Bloodtaint extra special effect, there's just simply no rotation out of this. The only hero that I can really think of replacing is Nyx. I think on the earlier waves, it's been proven that you can use Kai, but in the later waves, Nyx is pretty much the strongest one here. But I think with Dr. Van Helsing that's about to drop later this week, we might have a viable replacement there. So yeah, first unit down, we're going to put down his Finis, so you can see that we're facing left with this, so that he can take care of the magic clone that's coming up on the top wave as well. Not just taking care of the magic clone coming down this lane. And I'm going to do Nyx here. And the gear requirement on this is pretty high. We're pretty much using quartz on every single unit here. Now we have that down. We swap Yao Chan. And the first unit that you're going to have to deal with is the magic clone. That's why we place down Finis first, because we need his ultimate to come up in time. And you proc his ultimate when this unit is very near. Reason being that there's the 800% burst damage. You just want to clear that as soon as possible, so that there's less heal stress on your Lily. Then we're going to put Talin in here facing top. And the more stuns that we proc there means that he does more of his special strike. So in the later waves, that will count a lot, because you really need those strikes to be able to kill off all the units in time. And with this wave almost coming out, we're going to activate Nyx's ultimate, because her animation does take a bit of time. So now that we have that, We're gonna put down Lily next. Earlis. And now we're gonna try to proc Silas ultimate once we have it here. There we go. So this is gonna ensure that we have his ultimate at the right time every step of the way from here onwards. So you're gonna see the other physical clones spawn out in a bit. And that's gonna be killed by Silas in the nick of time here. Alright, so we get that down. Now we put down Emerald. And then we place activate Talons out. There we go. You can see the corrupted tile spawning here. You're gonna see that Nick's ultimate is almost up, and this wave is almost moving out. So I'm just gonna pop the ultimate preemptively here. And you can see very obviously that the speed at which we're clearing the top clone is very, very close. So yeah, gear is really, really tight. There's just no better way to do this. Of course, Talon Awakenings will work amazing here, but we don't have that luxury, unfortunately. Our Talon is A0. Alright, there we have it. So the top wave is going to be left with one mob. This is just nice for us. So we don't get swarmed here. Because once again, remember when you get swarmed, if the units pass by Talon and they die after that, they're going to create a corrupted tile. Which means that your Talon will die essentially. So now that we have these guys close, we're going to proc the Imrat ultimate. And then the timer for Fitness ultimate here is going to be around 25% of the remaining loading bar here. There we go. Proc the ultimate, and hopefully we kill off this clone before the other one comes close. There we go. And we proc the Silas ultimate once we get it. Very close here. And then now we proc the next ultimate. Once again, one last guy remaining.
My prayers will guide you.
So close. It doesn't really matter. We will be able to clear out the top wave in time. Yeah, that was so close. Alright, now that we have this same physical clone coming back, we just need to pop the ultimate on Talon again. We're just waiting for the clone to come closer. Then we'll proc Silas ultimate as well. And that should be able to take care of both sides for us. And yeah, as long as we kill those guys before they move off, yeah, we're good here. There we go. Very, very close, as you can see. And this is the next problem we have, which is that for the magic wave that's about to start up here, we're going to get a very big wave coming in, because that's just how the waves have come to at this point in time. There's no way around this. We are going to have to deal with the big wave with Imra and Talon, and hopefully we'll be able to survive. And let's hope that this gets cleared in time too. There we go. And now we wait for this last wave here. We're gonna pop the next ultimate preemptively. So we don't have to worry about that, because we're gonna have to worry about this wave now. This very big wave that's coming up. There we go. So what's gonna happen is that we're probably gonna have some licks coming through, but we still wanna make sure that we kill off the clones and everyone and let Talon or Imrat die afterwards. But at the same time, we still have one more wave coming here, and we still have the magic clone left here. So it's okay if these guys die, as long as we manage to kill off all of them. There we go. Once these guys are coming through, we proc the ultimate there. And we wait for Fitness.
Shadows can't hide you.
My prayers will guide you.
There we go. This clone's gonna explode. The rest of the units there are gonna die. Let's hope we can still kill off this wave.
Smile at the flowers and they smile at you.
There we go. So very close one, but you guys get the point. In an ideal world, you would have killed the clone over there. But unfortunately, we actually got one lick through. But yeah, still managed to clear off the run. But that's the very big RNG bit with that last run, the last wave there. You can redo the waves a couple of times. Eventually, you will be able to get through with all the mobs intact. One will probably die on Talon, but that's fine because as you can see there, all you need is just Nyx to survive there, and she'll be able to clear through the wave. And on the top there, if you build Finis with enough HP, he is gonna survive. So yeah, this is the damage charts. Obviously, Nyx is the MVP here with that big wave at the bottom. Silas as well, clearing most of the Volca clones, and then the damage is just shared between these three, between the magic clone as well, the small waves that come along. So yeah, let's take a look at gear quickly now. So Eova also not used, so gear isn't really important, but I do have to say you can use Araka, but the lot bonus is so dramatically different, especially in a stage like this where there's no high range difference, that I think Araka's lot bonus is just going to be far worse than what Eova can offer. And then we have Nyx, Infernal Raw. This is the best IR set that I can get on her. And then we also have the Scarlet Dagger maxed out. I believe people have managed to clear this with lower gears, but I'm not sure what the threshold is. This is what I have, and my Nyx easily clears through the bottom wave, even when, we didn't have the Ultron Inspiration. And then Talon, I tried to build her with a bit of HP, but I realized that it doesn't really matter. So you have to build her in a quad. This is the HP I went for. I also use her exclusive artifact. If you don't have this, then you just gotta use the Chalice artifact instead for the lifesteal. But yeah, that's what I went with. And then Lily, try to give her enough heals so that she can keep Finis alive. And then Tia's Bum, obviously, because Finis HP does drop quite a bit. And Silas, you also need a quad on him. Make sure you have that. Otherwise, it's going to be very tough to actually survive. And I don't think I have the best gear on him here. I know the Infernal Raw, pieces are not the best. Probably why I struggled a bit as well. If you can have a better set here, please go with it. It'll make your life a lot easier. Twin Fin doesn't matter because you didn't use him just for the lot bonus. And then Lot Finis here, one of my best Soba Arcana sets, and we did have to build him with a bit of HP. So this is the HP that you should be aiming for, about 51k. With this HP, even without the damage reduction, he will still be able to tank through the magic clone. But do bear in mind that I have the exclusive artifact, which already gives 15%, but without that 30%, we're still able to survive. So if you don't have the exclusive, it just means that you need to increase HP even more. So yeah, it's a fine line there, and RNG is not fun to deal with, so better to just have Finis with a bit of HP and the exclusive, and everyone probably has the exclusive if you were around during the last fusion. Diao-chan, Inspiration unit, so as much attack as you can, and then her exclusive artifact here, and then Imrat, Cataclysm with the Esotericist ring. Honestly, you could use a better ring here. I don't think you need an Esotericist. I think that the Curse Cult rings or the Curse Cult rings or the Watch Guard ring will work a lot better here. And then we have the Realm Tear artifact, obviously. And then last but not least, Earless with just a normal healing set as well as the TR Spam. So yeah, very long video, but I hope that gives you the explanation you need to clear up these stages. As of this moment, I think the only unit that you can switch around here is Silas and Lady Alexandra. And then the 2 lots you can switch around because you don't really use the lot itself. It's just a lot bonus that matters. But the rest of the units, except for Nyx, which can be replaced with Dr. Van Helsing, I don't think there's much work around here. But let me know if you guys find anything interesting. And once again, big shout out to Destin for coming up with this idea in the first place. I just replicated the run basically. So all credits to him because I didn't do anything here. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. See you in the next one. Goodbye.